We often believe that to change our lives, we need a giant leap or a burst of massive energy. But the bitter truth is that most of us fail not because we lack talent, but because we lack the heart to finish what we start. We collect half-done dreams like dust on a shelf, wondering why our lives haven't changed. We start a book and leave it after 2 chapters. We start a workout and stop after 3 days. We are a generation of starters, but the world only rewards the finishers. Let me tell you a story about a young man named Devdan. He lived in a quiet valley where the air smelled of pine and the sound of the river was a constant song. Devdan was a weaver by trade. He lived in a small hut where the rhythmic click-clack of his wooden loom filled the air from dawn until dusk. He had fingers that were quick and a mind that was full of bright, colorful ideas. However, if you stepped inside his workshop, you would see a very sad sight. The floor was covered with dozens of unfinished rugs. There were half-woven blankets of blue silk and tangled threads of golden wool that led to nowhere. Devdan would start every project with great excitement. He would stay up late thinking of the patterns. But as soon as the work became repetitive, or as soon as his back began to ache, his heart would grow heavy. He would see a new color or think of a new design and abandon the current work to start something else. This habit was not just about cloth. It was a weight on his soul. Every time he walked past an unfinished piece, he felt a sting of guilt. He felt like a failure, trapped in a circle of beginning and never ending. This constant cycle of starting and quitting created a deep stress in his mind. He felt that he was not meant for greatness because he could not even finish a simple rug. One day, an elderly master weaver named Kailash visited the village. Kailash was famous for creating tapestries that looked like living paintings. Devdan went to him, hoping for a secret technique or a magic tool. He cried out his frustration, explaining how he had so much passion, but no results. Kailash looked at the young man's tired eyes and did not offer a long lecture. Instead, he gave Devdan a specific challenge. He told Devdan to go back to his hut and weave exactly 1 inch of cloth every single hour. It did not matter if he felt inspired, tired, or bored. He was forbidden from doing more, and he was forbidden from doing less. Just 1 inch every hour until the sun went down. Devdan thought the task was too simple, almost like a joke. But he decided to obey. On the first day, he felt frustrated. He wanted to weave 10 inches at once, but he remembered the master's words. He did his 1 inch and then sat still. By the 3rd day, something strange happened. Because the task was so small, he never felt overwhelmed. He didn't fear the work anymore. At the end of the week, Kailash returned and sat with Devdan by the loom. He told the young man that a river does not cut through a rock because it is powerful, but because it is persistent. The river never stops flowing, even when the path is hard. Kailash explained that 1 inch is a mile if you never stop walking. He taught him that our minds often focus on the mountaintop, which makes us feel small and weak. But if we focus only on the next step, the mountain eventually disappears behind us. Devdan finished his first complete rug in years. It was beautiful, strong, and perfect. He realized that consistency is the bridge between goals and achievement. In our fast-paced world of 2026, we often feel the pressure to achieve everything instantly. We look at social media and see people who seem to have reached the top of the mountain overnight. But the truth is that success is 99% showing up every day when nobody is watching. If you have a goal today, use the 2-minute rule. Do not try to change your whole life in one morning. Just start for 2 minutes. Write 1 paragraph. Walk for 5 minutes. These micro wins build the mental strength you need to finish the journey. Success is not a lightning bolt that strikes once. It is the quiet, steady act of placing one thread after another, hour after hour. When you master the art of the small step, you will find that you have the power to weave any dream you desire. Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. Be the river that never stops, and the rocks of your life will eventually give way.